We've all played that one game. Yeah, you know which one I'm referring to. The game that makes you want to grab your keyboard, smash the monitor with it, pick up the unit, wrap the mouse around it, and yeet the entire concoction out of the highest elevated floor possible to enjoy the sweet satisfaction of watching it explode into a million pieces on the ground below. But if we're being honest with ourselves here for a moment, it's totally the game's fault. Certainly has nothing to do with our crappy gameplay, our single-digit IQs, or our inability to rub one brain against another. Of course not, you just blame the game, not yourself. That's just how this works. But surely, there has to be some sole reason, a singularity for the cause of stress. And for each player who encounters the overwhelming selection of, what the hell, who decided this was a good idea to put this in the game kind of enemies, their breaking point is different. In my case, the enemy in today's analysis inspired a particular tower in a later edition of Kingdom Rush, and it's one that holds a near and special place in my heart of the keyboard that I smashed the absolute living crap out of against the carpeting in the floor of my apartment some months ago. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we discuss the Shadow Archers. So let's go ahead and get started. Shadow Archers supposedly have their name due to their hoods that they wear around their head, hiding their faces in the shadows. As is expected, much like any other archer, their main choice of weapon is a bow and arrow, and they can do a lot more damage at range than in melee combat. There are various ranged enemies from different Kingdom Rush games, so what differentiates these archers from the rest, you might ask? Well, for one thing, they are the first of their type to be introduced inside of the game and inside of the franchise. Another is their appearance, which does suit their class, but perhaps not their allies very well. On the surface, they're supposed to be stealth fighters, attacking from a distance, yet it doesn't make much sense to send swarms of them along an open path in broad daylight. But hey, I'm no military tactician, right guys? While there's no boss who leads an army of exclusively ranged attackers, the Shadow Archers in the original edition of Kingdom Rush did inspire the making of the Shadow Archer Tower in Kingdom Rush Vengeance. There are various heroes, however, who fulfill the role of an archer. Examples of this include Illyria Swiftwind, Aridin, and Azra. So how might they be involved in the lore and campaign behind all of this, you ask? Like the Dark Knights, I believe these archers to be part of Vesnan's personal militia, albeit the living portion. While we don't see too many instances of the Shadow Archers, they're found throughout all three acts of the main campaign. Now, how do you go about dealing with these annoying nuisances and their low resistance to magic? Fight arrows with arrows. Archers, ironically enough, are a great counter to archers. And if you can manage to bunch them up enough by placing barracks in front of or behind them, artillery can work on occasion. But don't use mages unless you have absolutely no other choice. Do you guys find Shadow Archers to be as annoying as I did? Let me know down in the comments section below. This is Pollux the Wise, and I'll see you all in the next gaming YouTube video.